Shoot at it! Unconscious, but he's okay. Let's get him in the car. Drive, there, you drive! Step on it! Floor it! Faster, faster, faster! All battleships fire at the robot! Now!
No, wait! It's me! Bogart, remember? It's bad to kill. Guns kill. And you don't have to be a gun. You are what you choose to be. You choose. Choose.
Bogart.
It's okay. It's okay. We gotta show them you're good.
Hey guys, my name is Brooke, and this afternoon I want to talk to you about the power of words. Did you know that your words have power? They may not seem like much, but depending on how you use them, they have the power to bring life or death. A really great example of this is an experiment that was done by a scientist named Dr. Emoto, and he took 2 different containers of rice. He treated them exactly the same way, except on one container he wrote "thank you," and on the other container he wrote "you fool." And he instructed children as they walked by every day to speak what was written on the containers. So one container of rice was constantly being told "thank you," and the other container of rice was constantly being called a fool. At the end of 30 days, they took a look at the containers of rice and found that the one that was being told "thank you" was still white, hadn't really changed very much, almost looked edible, like maybe you could put it on a burrito. But the other container of rice, the one that was being called a fool, was rotten and moldy. Use your words wisely. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. It's so easy to talk, just to talk without thinking about the consequences of our words. But the truth is that every time you speak, your words are physically affecting change in your life and in the people's lives around you. Your words are physically changing the atmosphere around you, and this change can be positive or it can be negative. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is your words to others. A few minutes ago, I showed you a clip from the movie The Iron Giant. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll give you a brief description of what it's about. It's basically about this alien robot that crash lands on Earth, and he was sent to destroy, so he's equipped with all these guns, but he doesn't remember who he is because he hit his head. So throughout the whole movie, everyone's trying to give this robot an identity. They're trying to figure out who he is, and most people assume that he's dangerous and that he needs to be destroyed before he kills everyone else. Which makes sense because he's like a 100-foot tall giant robot and it's not safe, not okay. But Hogarth Hughes is different, and he's become this robot's friend throughout the movie, and he believes that he's good. The end of the movie is basically a battle between these 2 identities of good and evil. And ultimately, the Iron Giant ends up sacrificing himself, and he saves everyone because he has a friend who's told him through the whole movie that he's good and that he believes in him. Who are those people in your life? It's the person sitting next to you. It's your family members. It's your best friend. It's the person that annoys you every day in class. It's the person that unfriended you on Facebook. The truth is that everyone's actions are a result of their identity. Everyone acts out of who they believe that they are. And the truth is that the words that you say can have a huge effect on who people believe that they are. So think about this. Will you be the person who is bringing out the best in people, or will you be the person who's bringing out the worst in people? The second thing I want to talk to you guys about is your words to yourselves. The things that you speak over yourselves, or the things that other people say to you that you take in and you believe for yourself. Now, most of us know someone who talks to themselves, and it's pretty weird, right? It's especially awkward when you can't tell if they're talking to themselves or talking to you. But the truth is, we all talk to ourselves, and it might be full-fledged conversations about whether you're going to have Taco Bell or McDonald's for lunch, which, let's be real, it's always going to be Taco Bell. But a lot of times we say really negative things about ourselves, and we might not even realize that we're doing it. But it's so easy to just say, oh, I'm so stupid, or when you look in the mirror, oh, I'm so fat, or nobody really likes me, or I'm never going to be good enough, or these dreams that are in my heart I can't actually achieve. The list goes on and on. You know what it is that you say about yourself that's not true, that's not right, that's not really who you are, or doesn't build you up. When I was 10, I moved from Canada to this glorious state of Texas, and it was right before I went into middle school, which a lot of you probably remember as the most awkward time of your life. Well, it was the same for me. And I had just moved to a new country, I was in a different culture, and I was one of the only white kids in my class. Everything was changing, everything was different. And I started to let the things that people said about me change who I was. I started to let even the things that I thought they thought about me change who I was. Now I was the super shy, quiet girl. I was the super smart teacher's pet. I thought no one liked me, and I was really awkward, like really awkward. But the truth is, that's not who I was. That's not who I wanted to be. But because I believed that about myself, that's who I became. And it's taken a really long time, but I've started to listen to the things people say about me that line up with who I really am. I've started to say different things about myself. I've started to believe different things about myself and change the way I think about me. Because the truth is, only I can choose who I am. No one else has that power. In the movie, Hogarth Hughes says, "You are what you choose to be." And this is so true. You're the only one who has the power to decide who you're going to be. The words that people say to you don't define you. What defines you is what you believe about yourself. You are the only one who has the power to choose where you put your identity. And no one can take that away from you, because it doesn't depend on your outside circumstances. No matter what you feel, no matter what things look like or what other people say, you are the only one who has the power to choose who you're going to be. Your life will go in the direction of that which you truly believe and constantly speak. So let me ask you this. What things do you want to see change in? If it's about yourself, why don't you start changing the way you speak about yourself? If it's something in your family or your friendships or something financial or your health, why don't you start changing the way you speak about that situation? Start speaking positive things. Speak the change that you want to see. This is my challenge. Pick one thing that you want to see different about your life and start speaking differently about that. Speak positive things. Speak what you would like to see happen. It seems so simple, but you'll be surprised at what might happen if you try it. Thank you.